Hello, I am Sevi Carbajal, and I'm excited to be in this class, and this is my post for the first session in social technologies. So to start, just kind of the first question, how has social technology changed my life? Uh, well, first of all, I'm the graduate assistant for baseball at Colorado Christian, um, and so even just being a college coach for the last year and a half, I've realized how important the social mediums are as far as YouTube and recruiting sites and services, and even Facebook to check out, what kind of stuff our recruits are putting out on Facebook about themselves. So myself at least, I've found it very beneficial. The head coach of the team is obviously much older than I am, so he doesn't use it as much as I do or use it in the same way. But for a young and up and coming college coach, I would say that it changed my life in a big way. Um, Also because I'm 24 and uh, YouTube was created while I was still in my teens, and so all these things are something I grew up on and understand, and it's not something that I've necessarily had to force myself to learn, but it's been something that I've been able to adopt, and it's been pretty natural. So it's been easy for me to use it in my career as far as coaching and as a student and in every other way. And so kind of the next thing too, you know, is it ethical to influence people through it? Well, I mentioned checking Facebook for our recruits, and I don't do that all the time. Just sometimes, if we don't know a whole lot about them, and so in a sense, they're not trying to, but they're influencing not only us but other schools and coaches that may be recruiting them. And what they decide to put out there is their choice, and if it's something that they shouldn't be proud of, then that's not our fault, that's theirs. But on the opposite end, us as coaches and as a program and as a school, I think it's very important to be able to influence kids, because I just feel like social media and social technologies have obviously it depends on how you use it, but sometimes with younger kids have taken a turn for just I don't know, kind of garbage, posting videos of stuff they did, posting pictures of partying, whatever it is. And so I think that our ability, even though I'm part of the younger generation, but our ability to influence the younger generation towards what we believe in, what we want, is very vital and ethical through YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. Whether it's us posting Bible verses on Twitter, or posting pictures of our team, praying after a game. I consider that influencing, because it shows people who we are, and if they're about that, then they're persuaded to want to pursue our school even more. And so I think that's huge as far as my role and my job and what I do. Um, and also, the next question: what is the best approach for gaining credibility and influencing people online? Well, I'd say it's um, that's tough for me, but I would say it's probably um, by your experience. Where are you getting this information? Who is it coming from? Kind of applying the crop test and all the different pieces of that. Something that's interesting is, as far as different classes or exercise or disciplines, excuse me, and when relevance is important, or when recency is important. I never really thought about sciences. It has to be really up to date. Humanities not so much. Social sciences kind of in the middle. And so I think that to gain credibility, it's continued practice on social networks and technologies. somebody posts one video on YouTube and it's about, you know, some conspiracy theory or whatever, it's probably not very credible because it's a one-time thing. It's something that maybe they saw somebody else do, but if someone has continued to prove that they know what they're talking about and continued to practice their posting of similar knowledge, I think that's important. So, I could say I know everything about coaching and post one video on YouTube, but unless I post a bunch of other videos and say, oh, this is for hitting, this is for fielding, I don't think it's very relevant, and I don't think it doesn't make me very credible. So I think those are kind of the two things that are most important to me, I think, as far as gaining credibility. But other than that, I'm extremely excited about this class. I think it's awesome. The sphere of influence assignment and getting us thinking about that, and I'm excited to learn more about it. Like I said, I've grown up on it, but there's still so much I don't understand or know about it, and new services like GitHub and all this other stuff. I'm just very excited about it and look forward to learning along with the rest of my classmates.